Hi and welcome. So as you can see it here, I'm trying out some new stuff because I want to show you behind the scene some breakdowns of my work, the recordings that I have done with the Canon EOS M and the Magic Lantern. And I hope you will like it and appreciate it. If you do like and appreciate it, do not forget to hit the thumbs up button. It really helps out this channel and the footages to get in front of those who are using the Canon EOS M or those who want an alternative to film, to learn, and whatnot. So I highly appreciate it. Thank you. Now, today I want to show you how I did it. The shooting of my last footage, and if you haven't watched it, I will put up here a link toward that footage of frame to score, meaning that I went out on a basketball field, and I just wanted to record me playing basketball. Obviously, it's very boring, so I was thinking that it is a good exercise in making that boring scene somehow interesting. And what I applied is to shot from different angles and framing differently, and then trying to combine them so that they are floating and they are, the transitions, they are just coming up and melting one between with each other. So that was the exercise. So without further ado, let me just show you and basically tell you how I did it. So after I went out on the scene, and if you are watching the video at the, I have put up two pictures showing what I have used. So the Canon EOS M on a tripod, used a C-mount TV lens, the 6.5 computer TV lens, because it gives a big field of view, and it's just very cool to work with it. And I recorded in 3K, used the 12 bits because 3K with 14 bits is very difficult to work with, as you will see in the footage when you have harsh lights or you are filming the sun. So that's crazy. I went to 12 bits and I knew that there's no problems with it. And then recording the audio, I used a lapel mic, and another one I will show you later. So after I have recorded a bunch of takes, angles, different angles and whatnot, went home and the MLV files, put it on a hard disk, an external disk, and then imported in the MLV app, because the Canon EOS M records the videos in the format of .mlv Magic Lantern video, and those we cannot open in DaVinci Resolve or whatever other video editing software you are using. So in order to, we have to convert the MLV of in what we want. I'm working right now with CDNG because it gives you a lot of possibilities to play with it. But it was 1 year even more that I didn't even use the DaVinci Resolve for color grading. I did all the color grading in the MLV app, because MLV app, it's a really powerful tool. You have basically everything to do the color grading. And I have some footages even today. People from my other YouTube channel called Daz. If you are interested, I will put in the description box below. Check out that footage, that channel. I have only, the recorded and ready edited footages, but you can still see what I have shot with the Canon EOS M. But I'm just telling you that the first year, because I'm well over 3 years that I'm using the Canon EOS M on a daily basis, like a year or even more, I just use the MLV app. So everything what I recorded, I opened it here, and then from the MLV app, I transform it directly in movie file, MPEG 4, I think, and then just throw it in on in the DaVinci just for converting from MPEG 4 to 4K, upscaling it. But that was all, and blended the footage with some kind of background music. That was all what I did in the first 1.5 years. So it's a very powerful tool. You can do a bunch of things. You can do all the color grading stuff like exposure, contrast, the tint, the temperature, the vibrance, the saturation, color boost, dark strength, length, light strength, highlights, shadows, curves. You see the RGB. You can play with it, and then you can process it, transform it as you wish. Rec 709, Alexa wide gamut, Sony S-Log 3, and DaVinci wide gamut. I am playing right now with the Rec 709, but you can choose a different one. And after this, you can see it here from CDNG. I'm transforming it into, so I'm transforming from MLV to CDNG uncompressed, which is really generating huge files. So after that, conversion, I can open it in the DaVinci Resolve. And here we are in the DaVinci Resolve. This is the project that I was telling you. And these are the footages that I have uploaded in the media pool. And here, as it is, you see, and these are the basic colors as I transformed it. And now, if you haven't watched the footage, I will put in the description box below. See the link toward that footage. After this, you can go and watch the footage. It will be much more interesting to watch the footage entirety, or if you have already watched the footage, I think it's interesting to see how actually was made. So now coming back to the audio, but before the audio, let me just talk about recording. Sometimes it's not good, but I am truly taking risks. Like in these recordings, I risk a little bit, way too much in obtaining shots when I'm just throwing the basketball in the basket and I'm scoring, right? I'm marking. And that was really dangerous because the camera was on the, like in this shot. Yeah. So like the camera is, and I could hit the camera with the ball. And what I was doing, I was hitting the basketball and then running straight there to catch the ball or make the ball not to hit the camera. Normally, this kind of shot, you can do it in safety mode. Safety mode meaning that you can create a big box of plexiglass, a transparent box with plexiglass, and you put it over the camera. So in that case, when the ball almost or hits would hit the camera, it would hit the plexiglass, so it wouldn't hurt the camera. But I didn't have the budget nor the time to create something like that, so I risked. But I do not advise you to do this kind of risks. And because you can see it, I think here, you see the ball coming through. Yeah. Let me just take down the value because, okay, so you can see here I'm scoring and then the ball is coming down, and this is really dangerous because in fact I was leaving it the time to have that visual effect, but the problem is that having this visual effect almost crashed and destroyed my camera lens, everything. Like, because you see, I'm not there yet, and I'm arriving only now, so it's way too late. So because I thought that it will not enter. In fact, I will not score. I will not mark, but it did, and I was surprised. So by my surprise, fortunately, it didn't. It was just a millimeters next to my camera that hit the ground, and then it is way too late for me, this movement. But just to realize how this shot was made and how dangerous this framing is actually. Now, in other moments, for example, let me show you how, in fact, things are happening. I think here. Yeah. So, for example, in this shot is clear. I can have this kind of shots because I recorded with the CineEye, and CineEye can record behind the scenes. So if you can see it here, I am with the ball, right? But in my hand, I have the telephone. The telephone is because I'm using it as a monitor, and I'm looking on my framing, because in this case, you know, the sun started to rise extremely quickly. So I didn't have that much of a time, and I wanted to see if I'm covering the direct sun, and I wanted just some kind of flares to have the from time to time if I'm moving. That's why I'm moving. Maybe it's a strange thing what I'm doing there, but if I'm moving, I'm doing it expressly because I wanted those sun flares to come from time to time to appear in the footage. So I'm monitoring myself, and then I'm hitting the record. You know, I have that remote controller for stop recording. So I'm hitting record, and then I put the telephone and the recording remote controller in my this jacket I took with me expressly because I have a big pocket in front, so I could put there my my phone that is actually serving as a monitor, and then I could start, and I knew I was recording, and I started. I could do what I have to do. Yeah, to do the recording. So this was really the process. Now, coming back to the audio. So the audio, let me just change here. So for the audio, I took a lapel mic, and I was thinking that the lapel mic will capture, you know, the ball and whatnot. So it's a good idea to have it because it's a wireless one. So that's what I had. And I had this one also. There are scenes where we can see it. Now, let me just put it somewhere like this, where you cannot see my face. So this is the H2 zoom recorder. And what is nice is that you have four channels, four ways to record in front or in rear. And this is really nice because I was thinking when I will do some recordings where I want, you know, there are multiple protagonists, I can just hang it like this up, and then I can have the sound from this part and from the other part also. So I use this one also to capture, you know, the sound. And then when I came home, I just realized that the sound from the lapel mic, it was strange. So if you have a big volume, turn down the volume, and I'm sorry for what you will hear, but this is what the lapel mic recorded because I was playing the basketball. now. Here. So it's noisy. You see, every time when I'm jumping or something, it's noisy, it's crazy. So I thought to myself, okay, what I'm going to do, because I just cannot continue. I cannot do it like this. So what I wanted, okay, I thought to myself, that's not a problem. I will just take what I have recorded with the Zoom, and that's good. The problem is that before I wasn't thinking, so I already started to create. So I have created, I started to cut the images. So now I didn't know which sound recording bits from the Zoom was to which scene. And because I have, mixed it up, so it was terrible. I couldn't find it, in fact. And finally, what I had to do, I had to cut each time when the ball hits the field. So it sounded like this. Let me just, you see every here, right? I had to cut everything, but the problem is that if I started to cut like this, there were anomalies like here, and then here I don't have anything, right? So background noise just stops, right? And see, it's very strange if you are listening like this. Then what I did, I took another channel, and on the another channel, I put only the recordings before any actions happens, and you can hear just the environment, the birds singing, the cars passing by. So I use the secondary channel where I just put this ambient background noise. See? So this is the background noise, and you see you don't hear the ball, but you have only this background noise. But this background noise blends well with the with the other one, with the Zoom what I have. So you see, it's now you don't have any cutouts or something like this strange. It's kind of natural when it's passing through, right? So yes, with the audio, I learned my lesson. So for next recording, I know with the camera, I will take a shotgun. Like I don't know, I have this Joby one, or if not, I think I have multiple ones. And then I will have the Zoom, and I will try for each sequence to record with the Zoom, then stop it, so that I know normally I will record chronologically. And if I'm recording chronologically, then, or if maybe with the hand claps, I know which sound bits from the Zoom is blending with the image. Because that's a little bit, complicated in this kind of recordings. We are not thinking, but when we start to mix it and create something, then we realize how important is to be able to mix, to blend them. So normally that's what I wanted to say. And then, yes, so for example, with the color, right? So here it is. This is the one that is coming. So this is coming out from the camera, right? This color. So I could have remained with this color, right? But it's a banner, normal color. I wanted to try out my artistic way of doing things. And I thought to myself, although it's nice already, the colors that is coming from the camera, how about this one? So I shifted a little bit. For me, it was more cinematic. So from this, right, from this, I choose and I said I will go with this one, right? And yeah, it kind of gives for me at least more. It's more interesting, right? It really gives that cinematic feel, in my opinion, of course. So please do check out the footage. I'll put up here a link also or toward that footage. You can check out and tell me what do you think about it. And this is how it is, the background, the breakdown of how I realized how I made it. I don't have really the the camera movements and how I record it, because that would need another camera, but maybe in the future, if you are interested, and yeah, it is possible maybe to make it. However, it is a lot of work as one person doing all. I can tell you that is a lot of work. Even one camera is already too much with sound recording and whatnot. So I hope you have appreciated. Please do not forget to thumbs up to, and see you in my next video. Bye.